Okay, so Jenny, your relationship with your daughters?
Yeah, we do things together. Again, what did you ask me? I can't remember what you asked me just now. It's very hard not to understand what I'm trying to say. Do you understand that? It's like being lonely inside me, and I don't want that.
The real day that I knew that any moment she could die was March 2nd. And I was going to a swim meet.
Hey, you gotta stay on the blue line. That's our guy.
And then I forgot my phone. And I remember she had it. So I go, Mom, where's my phone? And then she just kept saying, what? But she wasn't like being responsive to us, and I got really scared.
Very surreal moment when you have to sit your 11-year-old down and tell her, explain to her that people die from this disease and that we're doing everything we can to help Mom.
Last year, on my birthday, the doctor told me that I had cirrhosis. My liver got so bad and deteriorated that I was told that I needed a liver transplant.
In hindsight, my wife had symptoms of this prior. We just weren't aware of what was actually going on.
I remember she would always like put everything away, and then she'd say, Zoe, where does it go? I'd be like, what? Don't you do this all the time? Do you remember? And then she says, no.
And there were things that I totally still don't remember. I couldn't help myself anymore. And it was hard, so I kind of relinquished control. Like, help me, because I can't help myself.
At any cost, I will do whatever it takes for my family. I didn't expect all the emotion that impacted me and my daughter as the primary caretaker, the breadwinner, and in some cases, Mommy, put an enormous amount of stress on me. It's $1,200, $2,199. Here's one for $87,445,000. They paid $2,096. So how much? We were behind what?
I have to look at the explanation of benefits and what they paid and what's left over. I see you getting frustrated and...
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm not going to have a heart attack over this. Not today.
I'm just gonna put everything together, put it on a spreadsheet, look at it objectively, and then we come up with a plan.
The important part is you're here, so. My daughter Zoe became more distant. You know, her social behavior had changed. She was becoming depressed. She had developed a pattern of out of sight, out of mind. Every time we had to go to the hospital, she wanted to stay home. The less she saw of it, the more comfortable she was. Trying to not let her fall into a total state of denial was a challenge. If I lost Deborah, I mean, I'd be lost. However, as a parent, I still have to be a parent. To try to manage, 11-year-old little girl whose mom's real sick, whose dad's heart's broken. It's tough.
I woke up about 5 o'clock in the morning in such severe pain that I couldn't take it. It just felt like my body was shutting down and there was nothing I could do. We got in the car and we were driving to the hospital, and I just felt so weak and so at my end that I knew that I was dying.
Had a liver not become available that day, Deborah would be dead.
My mom always tells me that I'm the reason why she's still alive. Because if I wasn't there, she wouldn't have held on that long.
Before HE, I spent a lot of time working. After HE, I spent a whole lot more time looking for time for activities, making time for activities with my family, treasuring the moment.
My dad's always with me, and he'll always be there.
August 1st, Deborah will be 50 years old, and to be honest with you, we didn't think she was going to make it. But I'm throwing her a surprise birthday party this Sunday, and we are celebrating her life at 50 years.
Surprise! Happy 50th birthday, baby.
Oh my God.
In reality, not a lot of us thought she was going to make it to 50. And she did. She pulled through. It's a blessing.
There you go.
Happy birthday, baby.
Mike, can you tell me what caused you to call the ambulance? You can't remember. What's the last thing you remember? Don't know? Okay.
My dad needs a new liver, and that's all I know about what's wrong with him.
I heard people that were alcoholics, before they die, they go crazy. They put them in asylums, back in the days. I never heard of HE.
have HE, my ammonia levels go way up, and it makes me crazy. Because most of the time, when they're way up, I don't realize what's going on. I'll be doing something and, like, kind of forget what I was doing. You can't concentrate.
My mom is really stressed out a lot of the time. She looks stressed out, she acts stressed out, she sounds stressed out. I think my dad's stressing her out a lot.
Being married to someone with HE is scary. You don't know how they're going to be from one day to the next.
Back you upside your head.
This is typical.
You're typical. Typical bitch.
And they get totally out of it where they don't understand how bad they're being and they won't go to the hospital. He knows he's dying. He's not in denial about it. Okay, this was my living room this morning. It wasn't like this. Mike was looking for something in the couch. And this is what my living room looks like now. Taking care of Mike probably takes 75% of my time. Because Mike drops things, spills things. He blames everything on Joey. Joey did it. I don't like waking up to someone laying on the floor or laying in the bathroom in a coma.
You don't know, Sandy.
I know.
Don't take care of me no more then.
You can't take care of yourself. We don't want to sit here and watch you die. Your son most definitely doesn't want to sit here and watch you die. And that's one reason he isolates in his room. He doesn't want to see you like this.
Let it sit in your bowl.
What?
Your oatmeal.
I ate my oatmeal.
Stop fighting!
Shut up.
I wish that he would not yell as much. I hope that I don't end up acting mean like him.
Joey acts out and he hits. He's angry, really angry. He has a problem having any friends. It's really sad for Joey because Joey was the happiest, cutest little boy there was when he was little.
I get lonely sometimes.
I think my biggest fear is he doesn't ever find happiness in life. Because he's never happy now, ever.
Joey, he's not real open. I know that. Yeah, I'm hard on Joey sometimes. I yell at him a lot. Maybe I shouldn't yell at him as much. All I can do is keep trying, I guess.
If Mike wouldn't have got sick, he would have been a really good dad. I've seen him with other kids. He's, you know, years ago, he's really good.
I want to be what my father was not. I want to act a little better because my dad has a disease that makes him act like that. I want to show my kids how good of a father that I could be and just be what I did not have.
Maybe when he gets a transplant, he'll be a totally different person. That's what I've heard from other people. They said they woke up and they were a whole new person. Maybe that's what I'm hoping for.
Sissy.
Hey, did you talk to Mom yesterday?
No. Did you talk to her?
No, but I'm on my way over there, so I'll see how she is.
All right, I'll call her right now.
When she doesn't answer the phone, it freaks me out. It makes you nervous. Your first thoughts, is she okay?
Hello?
Hi, Mom.
I don't know what time. I did 24 hours.
Mom, you don't sound good.
I'm confused.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's okay. Sissy's gonna go over there right now and check on you, and if you don't feel any better, then we'll go meet at the hospital, all right?
Right.
I had a smile that get me in trouble. Always. And I miss that. Not to be able to smile.
I can remember my mom being funny and dancing and just this really strong woman, you know, raising us, raising our kids, and being active, having an active life.
She used to be the one driving everywhere. She would drive my grandma anywhere. She would drive my girls to school.
I had a little car, and here we go.
Life was much simpler before HE. You know, my mom was able to do for herself, take care of herself, and she was her own independent person.
I remember that point, just him saying that this is something your mom's gonna die from. And we're just like, we thought this was a bleeding ulcer. We were in the hospital, and my mom was just being mean, and that's just totally not like her. And at that point, the doctors had to get straps, and they told us, you know, this is for her. We had to strap her down.
Where did my mom go? You know, we brought her home a totally different person. Since the first episode, my mom has been hospitalized numerous times. I don't think that I can count.
It's like my life is being controlled, and I don't want it controlled. I don't want it to be like this. I want my freedom.
I think my oldest kind of is aware of what's to come and doesn't want to get too close with my mom. I think she's afraid to get that closeness because she knows that she's gonna not be there at some point. And I think my middle one wants to make her better. From the littlest to the oldest, they're aware, okay, we need to call 911 if Grandma doesn't wake up.
Mom works, I think, 8 hours full time. So that kind of makes us responsible for watching over her. Say your grandparent is like sleeping in to like 1 in the afternoon. It may be small like for them, but it could turn into something like really big. Like it could mean like she's going into a coma. HE is really serious and you need to know what to do, like in case something happens and no one's there. It's scary because like you never know what's gonna happen.
I took my mom out to eat one day, and 2 adult women follow her into the restroom, and they come out, they are laughing. They said, oh, did you see her face? Oh my gosh, did you see her? She didn't have any teeth. Did you see that? And they're laughing, and she just came and she sat down and she ate her food. She never said anything. She just looked at her food the whole time. And she was like so sad. And to me, it was so hurtful.
I'm gonna get my teeth, and it's gonna open my doors back. I'm gonna be able to smile at everybody.
What do you think, Mom? What are you thinking?
You know, amongst all the awful things with her disease, it's definitely on my list of great things that have happened in our life.
Hey, you guys. You know me?
You never know what the day-to-day is. You don't know if you're gonna wake up and, you know, she's in the hospital, or you don't know if, you know, if she's just gonna be gone.
We saved her body, but now mentally she's not there anymore.
Whatever days that, or months or years that my sister and my family have with my mom, that's all, is to enjoy it. We're just going to enjoy the rest of the time we have.
Today is June 21st, 6:41. No, it's like -2. Sometimes you want to take away numbers and add to it. 4 and 2 is 6, so I said 6:42. But I know what I'm talking about as far as what time it is. There's a TikTok. There's only that one sound in here. Oh, God, who does that with the horn? I was working at a job for 13 years, payroll, HR, managed hundreds and hundreds of employees. Highly functional, highly multitasking. I started hearing feedback from coworkers and other peers. You know, Lynette, you kind of asked the same question a couple of times in that conference call. Is everything okay? Is everything all right? I would tell them I was tired, or tell them, you know, and I knew otherwise, but I didn't know what to call it. I just knew I was slipping. Something's changing at work. I'm having to have Post-it notes all over everything. I'm having to do different, something was changing. Fatigue, disorientation, aggression, depression, insomnia. Oh my God. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is when the tolls go up. 75 cents, 50, 30, 75, 30. Oh my God. They're saying that. Oh my God. Whoever is this? HE. It stole everything. And continues to progressively take from me. I don't think she needs to be alone anymore. I think she needs a caregiver 24/7. I think she needs to be driven to every appointment she has. When she wants to go to the grocery store, I think she needs someone to be with her and drive her to the store. Because of HE, Lynette has kept me from her doctors. She didn't want me to know. I've come here and I've absolutely threw down the fact I don't want anybody coming. I know, and this is my first time here. In 4 years. I know that. And you're my wingman. My license taken away. Oh my God. Who wants to show the effects of HE? No one. You're locked within yourself, and your family can't unlock you. It's like something else is taking over my sister. That's not my sister.
3 to 4. Mute to 6 to 7 minutes. To help me. You okay with that? You okay? Hmm? Yeah. Okay. You okay? Okay. How long has this been going on behind closed doors? Is this the worst? Or is this just one episode that I was allowed to see? What is she not telling us? What is she not able to tell us? What does she not remember? Those are my concerns of what HE is doing to her behind closed doors. I want to be there for her, but sometimes you wonder, what did I do now? Now what? The monster is not the root of me. The monster is the root of HE.
It's not going to end tomorrow. It's not going to go away. We're always going to have HE in our life. And we'll take it, but it's definitely forever.